Welcome, my name is Colleen Tauke and I'm the sewing specialist at Bonds & Porter. In this Quilting Quickly tutorial, I'm going to show you how to put together the basic block that makes up the quilt called Honeycomb. For the pattern for this, you can visit our website and find out how to purchase it that way. We are going to be using the 2.5-inch pre-cut strips. More than likely you've been shopping before and found packets of pre-cut strips like this and just love the color combination and want to use all of the fabrics. Well, this is a way to get to use a lot of them. We're going to be pairing it up with a variety of greens, but they're similar to this in value. They're very dark. And then a light print batik that has a little bit of color that pops into it. It's fun to use those lights to offset everything. The basic block we're going to be making looks like this, and we'll work through the basic construction and then the arrangement of the blocks to create the honeycomb effect you see behind me in the quilt. Okay, what we're going to be doing with these pre-cut strips is we're going to be selecting one strip at a time, and we're going to be pairing it with green fabrics. And there are a variety of them in the quilt. There's 2 or 3 different greens, but they're all very similar in value. And you're going to be making a strip set like this with that one of the ones from your selection down the center. So strip set, simple construction, remembering to press your seam allowances, and in this case pressing towards the dark. And you're going to create a strip set that looks like this. Now, if you look at the quilt, and we'll go back and we'll look at the construction, the arrangement of them, so you'll understand what we're trying to accomplish here, is that in the quilt, there are the centers, you'll see, walk across like a weave. So there are 5 that are matching in a row here. And then the same thing happens when we go vertically, is that that fabric is in the center down through the quilt. So follow the instructions for how many matching blocks you need to create for your vertical and your horizontal rows. That's important. Okay, back to that basic construction of the block. We're going to be then subcutting the strip set into chunks about 6.5-inch wide, I believe, and then you're going to be having units that look like this. So we're part way to making this block. Now what we need to do is what we a lot of times we'll call snowballing. We'll put the corners on here that creates kind of a round effect. Instead of having this large rectangle, now we can kind of make it into a circle. We can make that illusion with our eyes. So what we do then is to take 4 of the pieces you've cut from your light fabric that are squares, and you're going to be marking them each diagonally with a stitching line using your favorite marking tool, a friction pin, or even a mechanical pencil works great. Just make a nice little clean line across the block corner to corner like this. And what you need to do then is apply those to each of the outer corners of your rectangles, making sure you're placing so you're stitching corner to corner across the block. And you're going to do that on all 4 corners. You would mark that one and then stitch. I'll show you one that is already stitched. Now you can see that we're going to be opening those out so that we're going to be kind of replacing that green corner with now a light corner. And press out with my fingers here. And you make sure that you always take things to the ironing board. So we've got the iron set and warm. When you do it with your fingers though, you're opening it all the way to that seam allowance. Don't leave a false ditch there. Open it out so that the corner is completely replaced and you keep a nice square line there. So when we take it to the iron then, it's just that last little press. Batiks work so nicely for this. They create a nice crisp line when you press them. So we now have this nice neat block. Now, you've got 3 layers of fabric underneath here. We don't need all of those. So we can then come in with the scissors and remove just the bottom 2 layers. And we can use a rotary cutter, we can use the scissors. Just leave approximately a 1/4 inch seam allowance underneath. So you're taking away just that little piece there, and do that on all 4 corners to create your honeycomb blocks. Once you have those all done, Then it's about, you're going to have stacks of matching blocks. You would have a stack of matching with the orange, pink and orange center, a stack with the pink purple, down through all the fabrics you've used for your honeycomb. Now remember, they are turned. So they aren't all straight, the center bar isn't connected straight, that they are, they alternate their direction like this, creating kind of a weave through the honeycomb. For more of our Quilting Quickly tutorials, visit our website. Thanks for joining me today.